Hello, everybody. I'm Mikey.
And I'm Corey.
Every week we discuss and review a new book, movie, album, TV show, or honestly any piece of art or culture that ourselves and you guys choose. This is Mind Control. So there was these people who were being kidnapped and mind controlled.
Exactly, dude. And I can totally see how that happened. Because, like, imagine if you were just given acid or just drugs like that that are so disorienting for hours and hours on end and never being able to come down and not feeling safe and having somebody tell you things and accuse you of things, you know? Yeah.
Mind control. That's how we do it, baby. GG's. Mind control.
On today's episode of Mind Control, we are going to be discussing two albums. Kanye West's most recent project, DONDA, released on August 29, 2021 through Good Music and Def Jam Records, as well as Drake's most recent project, Certified Lover Boy, released on September 3, 2021 through OVO Sound and Republic Records. Discussing two albums in the same episode is something new here on Mind Control Podcast, but seemed appropriate given the history between these two artists paired with the timing of the releases. Kanye West's DONDA spans 27 tracks and clocks in at 1 hour and 49 minutes, while Drake's Certified Lover Boy spans 21 tracks and clocks in at 1 hour and 26 minutes, making both albums considerably lengthy. Both albums also tote a huge array of talented features, which all significantly add to both projects. Both artists have been back and forth in the media recently, and now they presented a treat for both of their fan bases. There are definitely highlights throughout each album, but let's see which one reigns supreme here with us on Mind Control. This is Kanye West's Donda versus Drake's Certified Lover Boy. Kind of.
Fucking almost beat this crackhead's ass though when we walked out. Right when we walked out, right after we got our fucking shot, this dude's like, he's all, "Oh, did it hurt? Did it hurt?" Like, I'm like, nah. And then he just kept talking to us. He's like, "Oh yeah, man, you know, they're gonna require it to go on the planes and go into concerts." And I'm like, "Yeah, you know, for." And then he started saying, "Yeah, man, and you know, by getting that in your arm, you support that shit." And I was like,
"Oh, dang."
And I looked at him and I said, "What?" And he said, "Yeah, man, I would have never let that." And then he started like walking away. And I just laughed and kept going because I had Victoria with me. But I was like, Victoria, if you weren't here, that crackhead would have got his ass beat right now. Okay. And then,
welcome to Mind Control.
Because they make you wait for 15 minutes in case you have a bad reaction. So I'm like, man, if I start fucking up this crackhead, like, goddamn, if I have a bad reaction, you know?
Wait, the crackhead was in there waiting with you?
So like, it was at Walgreens. So like, there's like a little curtain, you know? So right when I walked out the curtain, he's all twacked out right there. Yeah, welcome to Mind Control.
That's a good segue. Yeah, but yeah, dude, doing Donda and Certified Lover
and the worst album of the year. Woo!
Dang, that's a big claim.
No, I was kidding.
Yeah,
I was kidding.
So you know when you first we were talking shit on it, you know, and because we were talking shit on it for everybody on Certified Lover Boy. But you know, I started listening again more this week just because we were doing the podcast, and it's dope. Like, there's songs that I really like, but it's like as a project, it's like there's nothing exciting or like special about it, you know. But there are songs that like I hear that I'm like, damn, if I was drinking and shit, like this shit's dope. Like it's cool, but it wasn't like.
Was it better than Scorpion?
I don't know. I think so. I think it's better than
Scorpion. I don't think the entire album put together was as good as Hotline Bling, the song.
Nah, dude, there's some really good songs. Like there's some dope shit on CLB, but
is there not? Maybe it's just me in my life, but I feel like anytime I heard a Drake album, anytime, no matter what album it was, there was at least one song I was like, oh, that's it. That's the banger. When I heard Hotline Bling the first time, when I heard Hold On, We're Going Home the first time, I don't think there's even one song on the entire album that's on that level at all. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe not. I really like Fair Trade. I think that song's super dope. The one with Travis Scott. Like, I really like the hook. And I do like the songs, but yeah, no, you're right. But that's like what I mean. Like, it's a cool album, but it's, I guess, just so what you'd expect from it that it's just not exciting, you know? And like Kanye's Donda, like there is some shit that's like not my favorite, but to be honest, there are moments on there that are like what I remember, or not even what I remember. There are just moments on there when he comes through that are really exciting. And I feel like Drake's, while all the songs are good and like they're cool and like yeah, you can't really talk shit on, I guess, on the songs in a way, but they're not like, there was nothing like
that hopped out that I'm like, man, this is an exciting moment. Like you said, like, dude, like on if you're reading this, it's too late. When he does the running through my six, like that drop right there. The first time I heard it, I was like, damn, this is exciting. This is like, it feels fresh, like it, you know. And there was nothing really like that on the album. It was just like it was cool. It was a cool little Drake album, but it wasn't like, I don't know. It wasn't anything special.
In my opinion, I legitimately feel like it's one of his worst albums in a long time. I honestly like would put it with Views.
I hate Views.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't like Views.
I don't think I would. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that Views even had better songs than this album had. I legitimately listened to it at least 4 times. There are bars that are fire. There are lines that are fire, and you know, I respect that. That's one thing that was interesting about CLB was like, upon the first listen, I liked it more than I liked Donda on the first listen. If that makes and I think it was
I remember you texted me the first day it came out, and you were
I was in love with it. I said my dick is so hard for this album, to quote.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, I think that the first listen was fire because of the bars. Because of the bars, you know, you hear that bar, you're like, all right, that's cool. But then the replay value, and for some reason, just wasn't there for me, dude. I don't know what it was, but none of the tracks really hit for me.
No, I feel the same about most of it. Like, I mean, I do like some songs. Like, I really like Girls Want Girls, you know, like, I like Fair Trade. I like, I'm just looking at the track.
TSU is a good song. TSU is a good song.
Yeah, that shit's dope.
That might be the best song.
No Friends in the Industry. I like that one. You know, I mean, it sounds just like a classic Drake song, but I do like it, you know?
Yeah.
And then Knife Talk is dope, but me and Frankie were talking about it. Knife Talk, though, is dope because it sounds like a 21 Savage song with Drake featured on it, you know? It doesn't sound like a Drake song. It sounds like a 21 Savage song, you know? And I really like 21 Savage. I mean, I really like Drake, too. But yeah, it was just like, there was nothing exciting. And then even 7 a.m. on Bridal Path, when he has the little parts about Kanye, like, I feel like, I don't know. I'm over the whole like I don't know. I'm over that whole thing between them. I don't really give a shit.
The first line of the entire album was the first line of the entire album. What was it? Shit. He said something about they called me out about my kid, but it ain't fucking with me, or I just kept or something like that.
On Champagne Poetry.
Yeah, the first 2 lines. Do you have it right there?
I've been hot since the birth of my son. I remain unfazed. Trust.
Bullshit.
Worst has been done.
Bullshit, you're unfazed. That's kind of how I feel. Like, you literally spoke about your son throughout the entire album, like almost like at least 2 or 3 times. Maybe not the entire album, but even like I was listening to Monica on the way somewhere, and she's like, "Okay, we get it about your son," and she was barely listening. So it's like, that was something that I think was kind of like, I don't know. I like the bars and shit like that, but for whatever reason, Drake, even though he's winning and even though he's won and he's bigger, whatever the fuck in the numbers game, he won. He knew he was gonna win. Everybody did. It's just like he's kind of lowering himself by still being involved in the beef. Like, he should be more like above it. Like, yeah, they had me down, but look where I'm at still, kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily like acting like it didn't fuck with him. Like, he should acknowledge that it fucked with him because it obviously did. And I think there's like,
if it wasn't for Pusha T, we wouldn't have found out about the. I mean, we would have eventually, but not as quick as he did it. Like after, you know, like right after it was out, because it had to be because of Pusha.
That's the thing. We're still seeing the echoes of Drake getting demolished. You know,
see, that Pusha T diss was exciting. You know, so like, you know, like that's what I hate too about. Okay, like, I don't want to just rag on Drake because I do like a lot of his shit, and like,
true,
you know, like Take Care was like a big moment for, I feel like, both of us, and like just a lot of his albums were like, fucking loved him, like still play a lot of them
for sure.
But like, I also don't like when he does address these things or maybe diss, that it's never a real diss. It's very like you said, it's very side shot. Never, it's very rarely head on, you know. And even when it is, it's not that intense. Like, you know, like it's like he's. I don't like that, you know. It's like don't address it at all, then, you know. And unless it's gonna be like super super subtle, but a lot of times it's like, okay, we know who you're talking about, so you should just say it, you know. You just fucking say it, you know.
For sure, that's kind of like why
yes,
like,
you know,
like Back to Back. That was like straightforward. We knew who he was talking about.
Yeah,
you know, dude. I was actually thinking about this. Probably, I was thinking Back to Back might be the greatest hip hop song of all time, because It legitimately fired on all cylinders. Look, this is like on paper, it could possibly, like, I don't know in what way that song misses. It has the bars, it has the radio play, it has the competitiveness of a diss track. Like, it has, a good beat. Like, it has, you could literally dance to it in the club. Like, I don't know in which way on paper it misses, in a sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do like Back to Back a lot. I never really thought about it though. It doesn't stick out to me among when I think about great hip hop songs, but it is a good song.
But I was just saying, like, on paper though, for whatever reason, there's not one thing that I can call out about Back to Back that, like, I'm like, oh, that's why it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, what's another good song?
I'd have to hear it again.
What's another good song that you could say is like the best hip hop song of all time?
Best like hip hop, or are we talking about diss? Like,
no, just hip hop.
Just hip hop.
Just like Lose Yourself, right? Lose Yourself is one.
Yeah.
You can't play it at the club. It's not really competitive. It has a little bit of that competitive hip hop, underlying.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Like, Back to Back is like, it's multi-situational. Yes. You could drive around, feel badass to it. You could play it in the club, get down to it. You could drink to it. You could probably even fight to it. You know what I mean? Like,
maybe it lacks that introspection to it. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe
he's dope, dude. Like, that's a good point you bring up. That is like one thing that like a good Drake song is like, it is like very multi. You can listen to it in your headphones sad, or you can listen to it at the party and turn up and be like, damn, this is just as dope, just in a different way,
True.
Which he's good at. And this album, like, dude, I agree. There's just nothing super exciting. Although I will say one thing I wanted to bring up was like that fucking Michelle sample on the first song, Champagne Poetry.
Oh, beautiful.
Dude, that sample, the way they cut it up is fucking. It took me a second because I was like, "What song is this?" I know this, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's the Beatles!" Like, what the fuck? This is a crazy ass.
What?
The first song, Champagne Poetry. It's "I Love You, Michelle, My Belle," but it's cut up and like sped up. Listen to it right now, bro. Listen to it right now. It's the first song, dude. That song is dope because of that.
No, what? I don't even hear it now. I believe you, but I don't even hear it.
Listen to it when it first starts. I love you. I love.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right.
It's just cut up in a weird ass way.
Wow. That's fire. Okay. Yeah. This is the best album of all time, dude.
No, dude. When I heard that, I was like, "This is dope." And then also because, like, like you've seen online where like people have compared him to the Beatles and shit. I was like, "What a dope way to open the album," So like, there are moments that are cool. It's just overall, and then I don't know, dude. Like
the Jay-Z track is tight. The Jay-Z track is tight.
Yeah,
I like that. That's one of the highlights
Jay-Z's
on the
dope.
album.
I love it. Yeah.
I also like Way Too Sexy. I think it's fun. I think it's a cool party song.
Oh, that video is amazing.
Oh my god, that might be my favorite video I've seen in a while. Like, the Baby Keem got some good ones. I know you've been trying to get me on those. I did see the Kendrick one. That shit was gorgeous. That shit was like a painting.
Dude, that's how his videos, like, even like right before this album came, he has 2 songs. That's like how the videos are. Like, there's nothing like special effects wise really going on, but the way the shots are, like, they're weird angles, like they're like almost like movie angles. And then and it's like the way he stares at the camera too. I'm like, damn, it's very cinematic in a weird way. Sure. He's cool. Yeah, he's very interesting. Sure. I like him a lot.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. That album is dope. That's what I'm listening to most. That and Donda. That's all I'm listening to right now.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, dude. That's honestly kind of like, because I was listening to these for the podcast, and then it kind of fucked me up. Like, I started getting onto it, and I was actually telling Frankie this, like, because I like Donda a lot. I definitely like it better, and I like it a lot. But I was telling Frankie when we were listening to the Baby Keem album, because like the second night I was like, dude, we gotta listen to it the whole way through. Like, you'll like it. So we rolled a blunt and just listened to it. And then she was like, man, it's really good. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I like it especially because of the timing coming right after Drake and Kanye. That the Baby Keem album is like a good example of how, like, it's really good because it's an example of someone who's actually hungry for his position and his spot. So like, you can hear, like, because what I really like is like, sometimes there's not a lot of complexity in the Keem lyrics, but like the flows that he does over certain beats are interesting, and like, they're not exactly how I'd approach it. But then after multiple listens, it's like, man, it's kind of like what Kendrick does sometimes. It's like, oh man, this actually is a really, really interesting cool flow on top of like the beat, and he's really cool, and it's like what a hungry artist sounds like versus Kanye and Drake. Both albums are cool, and like Kanye's I definitely like a lot better, but they've also had top spots for so long. They don't sound. That's why I do like Kanye's more though. There are moments on Kanye's album where he sounds hungry, like on Off the Grid. His fucking verse on Off the Grid, the mask on my face. You ain't see what I finna do. Like, dude, that whole fucking thing. And when he says about like Kim putting she hung my paintings up in the living room.
Yeah,
dude, like there's like shit that I'm like, damn, like he sound like it's exciting, you know?
It's like
and
that
Drake's
meme, this
lacks
motherfucker
that.
spitting. It's like,
yeah. There are moments where he does that. And then I really do like when Kanye does, like, I know a lot of people hated on, I don't know if you ever really listened to it, Jesus is King, but like, dude, I really, I know a lot of people didn't like it, especially because it's like so over the top religious, but dude, like, that's also a lot of the things on Donda are why I like that album, because I like when he does that gospel sound and that flow, and it's like, but honestly though, I do see the difference. On Jesus is King, it felt a little more disingenuous because of it was just so in your face, and in this one it felt more like, okay, I can get more behind it because he mixed it with parts from his life. Jesus is King is all just like religion, and this one he mixes it in well with what he's talking about, you know?
Yeah, I think Jesus is King is just not good gospel music. Like 24 is a good gospel song.
Dude, 24. I posted that today because I was listening to it and I was like, man, this is that exhausting.
Dude, that shit, like the gospel, there is bad gospel music and there's good gospel music. And I've not really listened to Jesus is King, that much, or I've heard it like once or twice maybe, so I can't really say, but I mean, yeah, dude, like on Acid Rap, there's some good gospel music on that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Dude,
and when it hits
rap.
For sure. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, I think that he's just kind of like the blend and everything of the gospel and the new shit he did it actually well. I think that this is kind of what he wanted Jesus is King to be. That's what I've heard a few people say.
Yeah, no, that's honestly what it sounds like. It sounds like when I heard it, I was thinking too, like, man, he should have just not put out Jesus is King and waited till this, because that is like how I feel too. Like, this is more like what I think he meant when he said like, oh, my album's not going to have cussing anymore and it's going to be more gospel. Like, this is kind of more what I expected, like, because this one is good. Like, it is gospel, and at the same time though, it also has it's not, like it's not, but it's more than that too. Whereas Jesus is King is very one-sided. If like, I could see why people don't like it. I definitely can. But Donda like it's cool, and I don't know if you picked this up, and I don't know how true it is, but there's this thing Dissect that we've talked about it before. They do like albums normally for a season. They do like a whole album, but he does little snippets of like for things sometimes. And he was saying, I mean, it's not confirmed, but the beginning chant, the Donda, 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 that if you play it, because he does it in the video, and it does kind of sound like that it's the beginning of Jail. Just the Donda.
I did see that.
Yeah, and it does sound like that. Donda.
I did see that. And then they play it together, and it sounds exactly like
and I was like, and then when I heard it at first, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's a kind of a stretch. But then I heard it again the next day, and I was like, oh, I could kind of hear that. And then like maybe that is the voice, and he's just like distorted. And maybe that's, I mean, I don't know if he went that far. Yeah. But I wonder if that is the Donda chant that's being mixed into the beat, and it's just like with effects over it. Because they could do that shit. People turn their voices into like instruments all the time, For sure. Yeah, that makes sense. That was really cool. I saw that too. Yeah. For sure. Dude, when I first heard the intro, I actually really liked it. Like, I feel like it kind of represents, and I heard somebody kind of touch on this a little bit, and I just want to expand on it. Like, it low key sounds like a little boy calling for his mom in a way. And if you listen to the way, like, it's like dun, dun, at the end, it's like it's like he's lost in this void, just like calling for his mom, and then it kind of like it becomes more compassionate and calming of a Donda chant. Like, it's like he was like calling his mom from the void for her spirit to be in the album. That's kind of what it felt. And a lot of people shit on the chant, but I thought it was a beautiful way to open the album. I thought it was like very artistic and cool. I loved it. So when I first heard the chant, I was like, okay. Like, hopefully this gets, it wasn't my favorite, but when I got into Jail, the first time I heard Jail, I was like, damn, this shit is amazing. Like, like in that Jay-Z verse, the first time I heard it too, I was like, damn, this shit is dope. I was like, this is like exciting. Like, it got me excited for the rest of the album, But upon like more listening, I do like the beginning, the Donda. I like it now, the Donda.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like I think it's a cool way to open it, especially with the album cover being black, and you know. But yeah, it's interesting how like what did you think of their rollouts? Like as far as like the CLB, the billboards, and then comparing that with like how Donda was rolled out with the video. Like, who do you think had the better like rollout? I guess.
So I liked the way Kanye did it. It's cool. I do think that's kind of cool the way he did it. It's very interesting. Like, and I like the last because I didn't see the first 2 live streams. I only seen little pieces, but I watched the last one that he did before he released the album, and I watched that whole one, and that shit was cool. Like, you know, like. I mean, honestly, like I probably wouldn't have paid to see it just because like he didn't rap, but like seeing it on the screen, like I liked what he was trying to do, and I liked how he built the stadium in it. But as far as like if I was comparing it to, I think Drake's was a better rollout. I think that shit was dope. It was simple, and it was like it was like in the simplicity it hit because it was just like you see the billboard, you're like fucking Drake, like, and especially some of the lines like something's got to give other than me. I'm like, what a fucking thing to put on a billboard. Like I thought that rollout was super dope. Like I definitely would say I like that rollout better. Kanye's was a little almost exhausting because it was like
that was annoying,
spread out over so long
for sure.
But I mean album wise I do like Donda better, but the rollout I think Drake's was really cool. And then I like how he put for the features in each like city that the feature was from. I was like, that's pretty cool. That was too cool. I like that. It was a cool way.
I thought it was like I kept thinking about the Donda performance every time while I was listening to it, and it was like I legitimately can't think or listen to No Child Left Behind without thinking about Kim like walking. You know, like
that's true.
Which kind of
when I hear that song, it makes me think of the performance every time. Hold up.
Oh, go ahead.
No. That's what I was saying. I meant,
yeah, it totally added to it to me. To me, it was like the album kind of had this visual representation the first time I heard it in full, so which was weird, which was interesting. I never, there's not much that you've seen that. Maybe you see a music video and before the album gets released or whatever, but to have this complete presentation was like interesting. It was, I don't know, it was weird, but I think that Drake's rollout was the better one for the release of the album. I think that because we didn't hear anything on CLB at all until it came out, I think that it made it more exciting of a release. And like you said, it was like annoying and frustrating, the Donda release, because it kept getting delayed. But I kind of like this idea of having a listening party performance, like almost like this event kind of thing that I don't know, like I like the idea of the album changing like performance to performance, and he's like, okay, they responded well to that. Maybe he looked at the crowd and was like, oh, they didn't really feel that one that much. And
that's what I heard. That's what I heard was happening, and that's like because I heard that's like why the producers who worked on it said it was so difficult because he was like constantly changing it. I love when he said that, 'cause, dude. I thought that was hilarious. Go find God. I was like, damn, what a diss. Like,
sure, like what the fuck.
I felt kind of bad for the guy when I read it, but I was thinking though, also, I'm like, bro, if you're in that position to work with this dude, like you should probably know. If you fuck up, you should know what's coming, And then like, also, this is like different.
And then also, don't give the bullshit "I work at McDonald's" excuse of saying that my alarm just didn't go off. I don't know what happened. That does not happen. It never happens.
Yeah, and like if you're working on like Kanye West album, like no way that's going to happen.
You set two alarms. Set 2 alarms on 2 phones.
Yeah, and an alarm clock. You know what I mean?
Or you don't sleep and get you as a crow.
Yeah, go find God. I love that. But no, dude, I like that idea too, because it's almost like what comedians do. Comedians do that literally all the time. They go and do smaller shows, see how the crowd responds before they take it out, on its big run, and like that's like what he did with the album, which is cool. And I do like how each performance kind of got more visually appealing. Like the first one was just him in the middle, and then the second one was it still just him in the middle? I think
he just wore 2 different things. I think
2 different outfits. And then the third one was like fucking dope. Yeah, but you are right though, because when I do think about certain songs, I think about that house, and I think about the fire at the end when the house was on fire, and Marilyn Manson standing outside. Like I do. You're right. Here, hold on that thought. Hold on 1 second. Sure, I'm gonna go grab this shit from the.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Where were we?
I have no idea.
Marilyn Manson.
Yeah,
that's the last thing I said.
What do you think about his little fucking part in part 2?
Oh,
jail.
the baby?
No, Marilyn Manson. Yeah, he
What do you
sang on
mean?
he sings on the chorus. You didn't hear?
Oh,
him?
that's him?
Yeah.
I thought, okay, no, I didn't notice. On part 2?
Yeah.
And part 1?
No,
Both of
just
them?
part 2. Just part 2. Him and
How did I
DaBaby are
not
both
notice?
on it. Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't notice.
He just adds like a couple layers to the hook, but it sounds like more like it sounds dope. It sounds really good.
Yeah, I heard he helped write that song. I know people
really?
were pissed. I don't really know what's going on with Marilyn Manson, but I guess he's being accused of like some crazy shit.
He physically and mentally abused and assaulted Lucy from across the universe.
Oh yeah. Is that what it is? Is that why everybody's all mad at him? I didn't know.
The shit that she said he did was horrible. Like like bad.
Right.
I can't really. I don't even really can't even think of it. But from what I remember, it was like, oh my god, it was like XXX kind of shit.
I know he was. I know he was like super obsessed with her too after, because I remember watching a documentary with him a long time ago, and it was after their breakup, but he had said how he went through a period of like snorting Plan B pills, and he's like I was just doing anything to hurt myself when she left me. But I was like, the shit he was saying, I was like, man, that's pretty wild. So I could probably believe that he probably did some crazy shit.
Oh,
but I mean, honestly, I don't want to, I don't want to get us in trouble here. But honestly, like I feel like I just I'm not gonna not listen to the song because it's on. You know what I mean?
For sure,
I guess that's the best way I could put it. I don't mind it either way. Like I like that song a lot. And dude, honestly, I will say this: that DaBaby verse is I know people would probably be mad at it, but fuck, fire. It reminded me of when Chance the Rapper did the opening verse on Ultralight Beam. Like when I heard it the first time, I was like, not because of the content, but I remember the first time I heard Chance's verse, I was like, damn, this might be the best verse on the album, And then like that's how I felt when I heard DaBaby's. I was like, as a singular verse, I was like, this verse is like, especially just because like I like, like I get people were mad at him. I get what he said was stupid and ignorant, but it's like I mean, like really, like I mean, it was just words at the end of the day that he said. He didn't go out there and actually like abuse anybody, you know. And it's just like I like how he said that though too. He was like, you don't know how I was raised. He's like, I was raised by the crack addicts. Like, and it's like true. Like, dude, like a lot of times in those cultures, like like when you grow up in harder places, like that's how they grow up. They don't grow up all fucking LGBTQ. And I'm not saying that that's right, but that's not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's also not their fault, Yeah, and it's like. Maybe he shouldn't have said what he said, but I mean, whatever. It's just words. Like, get over it. But his verse was like dope. I like how. Did you know too that the label didn't? His label didn't want. That's why it wasn't on it, because his label didn't want it on it. But I like how DaBaby's label didn't want it, because they probably heard it and they're like, "What the fuck, bro? You're not going to apologize?"
It was a manager.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. I wonder if he fired him. I would have been like, why, bro? Like, put my fucking verse. Cause he probably heard it and was like, you can't put this out. Like, you're not apologizing, And it's like, he kind of was, I felt like he was kind of not standing by what he said, but kind of saying like, fuck you. Like, I'm not going to apologize for words, I
like what he did for the most part. He definitely showed his ass at first, because he was like, what y'all do? The dudes I know don't suck dick in the parking lot. They got class and respect. And
that's what I'm saying. What he said is, it was stupid.
It was dumb. It was just like, you're showing your ass a little bit. You just look a little dumb. Like maybe you should have just shut up. And then he apologized, and now he's making music about it. I think it was a wild moment. But yeah, you know what his verse reminded me of? A Un1verse verse. It reminded me of your verse at the end of Ghost. I swear to God, I'm not kidding. Like the flow, I'm not. Listen to the end of Ghost, and your verse on Ghost is better than his verse on. I swear to God, like it's very similar.
Shit, hey, that's you making me feel like the adult. No, that's a comment, because bro, when I heard that verse, because it wasn't on it the first night it got released, but when they released Jail Part 2, like I was like, fuck, dude, this verse is it's cool. I really like it. I like that, like, fuck, dude. I remember watching something with, do you know Ricky Gervais? Oh, the comedian?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I remember he had said something at a show we were watching once, and it was like his special, and he was saying how he had like a thing with his brother, because he was talking about how like he doesn't understand why people get canceled for words. He's like, it's just like, or jokes and shit. Like, it's just jokes, And he was saying that like him and his brother always had like
a thing between them. Like no matter how offensive or ridiculous or crazy it might be, if you think something's funny and you have it in your head, you need to say it out loud. Like because he was saying like, you know, like everybody deserves a laugh. He's like, laughing is literally the best thing, you know, for you. And he's like, so me and my brother are like, doesn't matter how offensive, doesn't matter if you think I'm gonna get mad. If you think it's funny, you gotta say it, you know? And he's like, and that's just kind of like how I've always lived. He's like, you know, so like fuck yeah. I'm like, I love that too, because I'm like, dude, I feel like I think we talked about this. Comedy is like probably the best way to talk about difficult subjects, 100%. You know, is through jokes, you know, that's like the easiest way to get, which it's so cool because like until like you and then like Dado2 is like really into all the comedy and shit. Like obviously I've liked comedy specials, but I never really thought about it that way. And like now that I do it, it's such a cool like art form because it really does do something that a lot of other art forms don't do. Like it tackles really, really, really crazy issues, but through comedy, you know? Like, because it tackles like abortion shit, you know, like you don't listen to too many hip hop songs that are tackling abortion in a way that's like, oh, cool, I want to listen to it again, you know, but comedy, like you can hear a joke and it's like, man, it's cool. It's cool that they could talk about topics. That's why I hate when they try to censor comedy, especially comedy. It's like it's so dumb. It don't make sense.
It's like it's such a natural thing for humans to smile. Like even fucking newborn babies smile, and it's like that in and of itself. You know, not only do we smile, but we move when we hear music. Babies move. They shake. You know, you see the babies. Like, you know, babies dance to music. You know, they laugh. Those are in a sense kind of the art forms that I feel like will last. You know, we're competitive as babies. Where we listen to dance and we laugh, and you know, and we can go take it further than that. But a lot of the best arts are like natural to us. That's one of the thoughts.
Baby
I had
shit.
Recently. Yeah.
No, you're right. Like you know, like music comes from like a rhythm and everything, and that's cool. It's an interesting way to look at it. All the best are, I like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's cool. But let's get back to Donda.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's go through Donda. Yeah, the tracks. I'm curious what you thought. What you think? Okay, we talked about Jail. What about God Breathed is a banger. I think we agree.
God Breathe is the first time I heard it, I was like, it's cool because of the hook. But then the more I heard it, I was like, I know God Breathe on this, dude. It kind of God Breathe and Off the Grid remind me of songs that if maybe the lyrics were different, could have made the cut for Yeezus. Like they have like Yeezus vibes, you know. I felt like this album has a couple moments that it have Yeezus like that punk rock almost like, you know,
Pop Smoke track
shit
kind of.
Yeah.
That was a letdown to me. I'm like, dude, put a drop, bro. Come on, like give Pop Smoke a drop. It just builds up and builds up and builds up, and then it's just blue balls.
That's not really one of my favorites.
No, it's dumb. I think it was pointless. Like why you put that song on and take off the one with Andre 3000, idiot. If I was your friend, Kanye, I would be like, idiot.
Idiot, jackass.
No, but Off the Grid is not on my liked songs. I don't like Off the Grid, and I know everybody.
What?
I don't like,
bro.
I like
Off
the
beat.
Grid.
I think Off the Grid might be. I think it might be the best song on the album.
What?
Bro.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. I just don't.
Bro, it's because the instrumental is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, that disgusting. Beat is crazy. It's like Trent Reznor shit almost like.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. And then, dude, I love. I don't listen to him, but I love that Playboy Cardi verse. Me and Frankie always quote that tattoos on my ribs, tats on my ribs. He's the first one who opens it. He's the first verse. And then, dude, that second verse on Off the Grid, that Fivio Foreign, I've never listened to him before, but that shit's dope I just like how he's talking about when he was in prison and the people who wrote him. And like the way he flows is dope. And then, dude, honestly, dude, Kanye, dude, I don't get how you don't like it for Kanye's verse at the end of that song, the mess him up. Yeah, I already said it, but dude, like, I love when he says, "No, I'm not doing no interview." Like, it reminded me of like, yes, this is the Kanye I wanted. You know?
I think what I really enjoy about the album is songs like 24 and like Moon and shit. And I think that because I'm in that zone when I listen to the album, when I hear Off the Grid, it's like so different. It's just hard for me to connect to and really pay attention to. Maybe that's
if those are the songs you gravitate to, bro. I think you really should give Jesus King another listen.
Really?
Because dude, there's the song God Is on Jesus is King.
Really?
Bro, I hear that song and dude, I used to run to it. Sometimes I'd run to the album. I don't know why. And one time I was running and like I swear the sun was like coming through the trees and like God Is came on and like, bro, like
that song like almost like made me cry. Like I was like, this shit's beautiful. Like
Really?
even though I don't believe in God, like it has me singing. God is like it's fucking dude. Man, dude, that song's good. It's a really. I would sing that shit at the top of my lungs in church.
Okay.
Like I would go to church for that.
I'm legitimately like starting to realize like I am like into gospel music. Like it's just probably my upbringing, growing up in church and shit like that. Hold on, I just really like gospel music. Your camera's frozen. Let me see what's happening here.
I was just staying in one spot. Do you think it was frozen, or maybe I was just?
No, it was frozen.
Oh, yeah,
if you could freeze in that frame, bro, that'd be hilarious.
I didn't know,
like,
so I was like, because I looked at the thing and I was like, well, I have been sitting still for a second, you know, so maybe that's why.
Hold on, let me try to disconnect it, or maybe can you can you, or is it showing for you on your side?
What?
Your video?
Yeah, am I frozen?
Yeah, now when I'm not, I can't even see you.
I'm just kidding. I'm not frozen. I was just staying still that time. That time I was just staying still.
I can't see you. I can't see you at all.
Oh, you can't see me at all? Oh, I was all staying still with my mouth in front of the mic, so you can't see my mouth moving. I was like, maybe you'll think I'm stuck. Wait, I can see myself. It says I'm on here. Let me turn off the screen and turn it back on.
Yes. This Fabio verse is fire, bro.
Oh, you're listening to it?
Yeah, I'm re-listening. He said, what did he say? He said, well, I just had it. That bar was fucking fire about dark. I know there's demons in that dark liquor. We buy a bottle washed with you. Everybody turn into a heart, but my pocket's big and my heart rich. That shit's fire. Okay, that was fire.
Dude, I love his verse, bro. I love when it starts. The shout out to supporters that roll me, and like, dude, he's fucking dope. It made me interested in wanting to listen to him more. And that's another thing I wanted to bring up that I totally forgot. Like on Donda, every feature I thought was fucking like brought it. Like they made me, all of them made me feel like Playboy Cardi. I was like, oh, I kind of want to check him out now. Vivio 4, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to check this dude out. Like everybody, and then dude, Baby Keems. Oh, fucking Baby King's part. I love on Praise God. Abada the boom, abada the bing. Dude, he does a lot of shit like that where like I saw him tweet too that him and Kendrick made up a bunch of different languages because rap was boring. But like he does a lot of shit like that on the album where like he's saying things that aren't like, it's almost like scatting in a way, but it's like what Kanye did, but it's dope, dude. Like, have you really listened to that? I don't want to get too much into it, but have you listened to Baby Keem's whole album?
Oh yeah, over and over,
dude. That song, Boo Man, where he does the I am not Jeff, I am a barbarian. Yeah. Like that shit is like fucking like,
weird.
What? I'm like, what? Why is this shit so hard though? Yeah. You know, after a couple listens, I'm like, I always walk around now. I am not Jeff, I am a barbarian. Like that shit is dope,
dude. He reminds me of Eminem, like Slim Shady. And Slim Shady, kind of.
Yeah, I can see that too. Yeah, he's cool too, and he's got to figure it out for being so young. I mean, he's got Kendrick on his side. So.
I will say that it's like what I heard in that album was a multifaceted, talented guy who's starting out his career. It's not like a classic fucking Damn album, but it's definitely like Section 80, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like this is like it was very versatile, showing like what he could do, and like the next album will be more centered around something. But dude, this shit is dope. And then I like how it's like through PG Lang, which I'm guessing that's Kendrick's label.
I don't know why. What's up? You can have my water right here if you want. You okay? Bored? You can go with your sister if you want.
What's she doing?
I don't know. Can't come out no more though. Okay. Love you. All right, my bad. Sorry.
No, you're cool. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so it's cool too that it's through PG Lang, which is like, I'm guessing that's why Kendrick's leaving, to focus on like that. Because PG Lang, he had announced it like, I want to say a while back, he announced that there's a website for PG Lang, but nobody knew what it was. And then he raps about it on Family Ties. And then if you look at the bottom of Baby Keem's album, it's through a record label through PG Lang. So PG Lang is its own record label. I think it's Kendrick's record label. Yeah, and Baby Keem's is the first. So watch here. Let me show you. Because it's its own thing. It is its own label, but Kendrick is the one who had announced it. And he's also leaving Top Dog. And then this album, if you look at the bottom, let's see. if you look at it, it just says "Welcome to PG Lang." Let's see. It says Kendrick's new company, and then if you look on the page though, it just says our community speaks different languages and breaks formats for the curious, and it says we are creators, PG Lang, and it's but the first thing that they put out, because they got announced a while ago, but nobody knew what it was. The first thing though, if you go on their Instagram now, the only thing they have is like besides like shit for them is shit for Baby Keem. So like I'm pretty sure it's like Kendrick's label, and it makes sense because Kendrick's his cousin, is Kendrick's label. Yeah. Kendrick obviously worked on this album a lot too with him. You know, he's on 3 different tracks, so it's like it's cool, bro. Like I'm interested to see what's gonna happen next for this guy.
Yeah, for sure.
But his feature on Praise God is amazing. Like,
what do you like better, the feature on Donda or CLB?
What song is he on CLB?
I'm an idiot. I'm so fucking stupid. I mean Family Ties. I'm sorry.
No, Family shit.
Family Ties technically his
Family
song,
Ties.
but I mean,
yeah,
what do you like better?
I think Family Ties is a better song, but I really like that part on Praise God where he says, y'all, he says something about y'all need to find God. You treat your God like rentals insurance. Y'all know what I mean? Like that shit's dope. Like I was like, that's and like it's cool because I thought about the bar and I was like, that's so. I mean, like I'm not religious, but I was like, that's so true. So many people like they don't go to church, they don't do nothing, but the second they're in danger, please God help me, you know. And I was like, dude, what a dope bar. Like you treat it like rental insurance, and just the way he raps is just dope. And I feel like Kanye must like him too. You know,
that line,
I don't know why.
That line was almost on par with "Everybody Hurts, but I don't like rentals."
Yeah, dude, I fucking love that shit. And then I like what's it called too when he says, "No, it's not him. It's what song is it? It's one of the features." And he says something about like, "I told her go be useful for my clothes." It's on Donda.
Really?
Fuck. Do you know what song I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, wait. Let me find it. Donda Genius. Let's see.
I think Drake had the better lines though. You know the fucking.
Yeah. Overall, but
I'm a
Drake's
lesbian.
always...
No, I mean the corny lines. He had way more cornier lines in CLB than Kanye had in Donda. It was almost even. Kanye said we the best collab since Taco Bell and KFC. You know, there's some corny lines, but Drake said I'm a lesbian. You're a lesbian. Me too. He said he had a few corny ones in there.
Yeah, dude. It was how fuck was I can't fucking find it. Never mind. But it was something like that. What I was saying. It's a fucking funny ass bar. I can't remember what song it is either. I'm trying to remember. It's good. But
it has to be one of the 27 songs, so it's probably a lot to remember.
Dude, Kanye, I like what you said about that because some of his bars, I was talking to Frankie about this too. Like he's the only one who could pull off some of it. Like the end of Off the Grid. It's such a hard song, and then to end it with "But Adam can never be black." I was like, dude, what a dumb bar to put at the very end of the song. But because it's Kanye, I'm like, it's kind of fire. You know?
Yeah, you know what go ahead.
No. Keep.
You know what I found interesting is like I feel like Eminem is the only person who gets no respect for his corny lines. Like Drake,
dude, I know.
He's like I was like, what the fuck? Everybody shit on Eminem for these corny lines, but look at all these other guys, even Kendrick.
Yeah. Dude, Ricardo. So I was showing Ricardo the album, and he had heard that Top of the Morning thing, and they were listening to it, and he's like, "Be honest, bro." He's like, "I know you love him." But if this wasn't Kendrick Lamar doing this, and you just heard some rapper doing this, you would be like, "This shit sounds stupid." And I was like, "Bro," and he's like, "Listen to it." He's like, "He's not on beat." He's like, "But because it's Kendrick," he's like, "and then you listen to it a lot, it sounds good." He's like, "But if you put this out," he's like, "I wouldn't listen to it," you know. And then I was like, "You have a point," because Kendrick is one of the only people who could pull out just because of the way it sounds. Like, you know, like I mean, a lot of people could pull it off now.
Do you think it was good? Did you like? I mean, we don't like it, right? We don't like that part of the song, right?
No. It's like it's almost like funny, but it's cool. Like the more you listen to it, though, the more like I like saying it. You know,
I get that. Yeah, but it's not like man. It's almost like an ad-lib. It's almost like a Lil Jon kind of shit. You don't like Lil Jon's bars, but you like saying it. You know what I'm saying?
Shit almost fell. No, exactly. But when he said that, he made me think, because honestly, for a second, I did kind of like it. But then I was like, you're right. Like, this is like,
it's good because it's Kendrick. And now that I've heard it a million times, it's good because I've heard it so many times that now I love to say it. Top of the morning, top of the morning.
If there's anybody, any actual hip hop fan who thinks those are bars and is like,
oh no,
really
not bars,
being serious.
no,
But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's starting to be like, oh, this is some new shit. This is the new wave, bro. I've seen a few people saying that, oh, you ain't even ready for Cowboy Kendrick. Like, there was some shit going around that supposedly Kendrick, that Osaka shit is gonna be like Kendrick's cowboy new personality and all this. I was like, please, God, no, please.
Okay, so okay. But no, so to comment on that, actually, when we saw Kendrick, when he ended the Damn tour, we saw him a day in Vegas, and that was his last stop on the Damn tour. The Damn tour is done. He didn't do any more after that. And at that set, he was in all black cowboy hat, looked like a black cowboy up there. Like, you could barely see him. And like, he looked dark. A lot of people originally thought it wasn't Kendrick up there. I knew it was. Yeah. But dude, he had a big ass cowboy hat on, and he did look like kind of his version of like a cowboy. It looked badass though. So that honestly could be true, you know? So there could be some truth to that, you know? And then Osaka, I think, what is that? Is that something?
I think that's like, supposed to be his name or whatever. Like, that's what he
But I mean, like, is it like a mythological thing? Or
I didn't even Google. I don't know. That's interesting. You would look that up right away. That's why we have this podcast, bro. That's why we're doing it.
No, I don't see any. I don't see anything.
Yeah.
There's the Japanese folktale about two frogs in the town of Osaka, but I don't know. That's probably not it.
What if it was, dude? Oh my god!
It might. Okay.
You just cracked the case right now,
dude. I love those things on Twitter when people like put stupid shit like on purpose, like, well, Kendrick tweeted this 1 minute to this time, which this time is actually this date. Which is actually this person's birthday, which means
it's like, he said that they said that he said top of the morning 6 times, and if you think six Drake, is a direct diss to Drake. Dude, you know what?
I didn't catch that.
Did you see Eddie? I'm sure you did the clips of Academics when he was listening to CLB.
You send them to me. Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so.
Was he
funny.
like just like all fucked up?
Well, he was drunk as fuck. He was drunk as fuck, DJing and shit, like playing Drake music.
Yeah.
And then he was like grabbing the mic. Drake is the best rapper. They would play a new Drake song. And this was like the lead up, right? And then right at 12 or whatever, I think it was like 1 in the morning or some shit like that for them in New York. And right when like the album was supposed to come out, the tweet came out that it was getting delayed like 2 or 3 hours. So he was already shit-faced drunk, and he was like, fuck it, we're going to stay up. And he just kept drinking, and all he drinks is Hennessy and fucking, not Casamigos. Yeah, and fucking, by the time the album came out, which is like 3 in the morning for him, he was shit-faced drunk. So by the end of the album, that's when you caught him drunk as fuck, sleeping and shit.
Dude, that was so funny how, because I like that video, how he's like, he's the best rapper. And like,
yeah, it's so funny. But there was a couple of things. There was a few things that he kind of said that made sense. Like, I don't know about made sense, but were interesting. He said something about how that Kendrick is not the greatest of all time. And whatever. I'm not debating that or whatever the fuck. But his point was that Kendrick can't be considered in that conversation because he's never been tested. He's never been battle tested. And that a big part of hip hop, which I do believe, is a lot of that competitive kind of like diss battle shit. Like that, it's always been a cornerstone of hip hop in a way, you know? So it's like Kendrick's never had that.
Yeah.
He's never really, you know, Drake's had it, Eminem's had it. Has he? I mean, he had control, but it was always like...
He also dissed Drake in that. I mean, it was just a small one, but when he was on the BET Cypher, like he raps about Drake. It was a while ago. He talks. He says some shit.
He said something about Big Sean too.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I mean,
it's interesting.
If he's going off of that though, then Drake ain't the best either because that boy lost fair and square to Pusha T. Pusha T won no matter what. Give me a second. I gotta go get the things.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Think about it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
It could be me because I look a little like blocky.
You look good on mine.
You look good on mine, bro. Yeah, there's no more lag. There's no more lag anymore.
I think it was the website I was on. But dude, I didn't know they
were on the hub right now, bro.
Fucking, I was looking. What did you leave on? Yeah, story I haven't done. I added.
Pusha T won.
Yeah, for sure. He did. Yeah, he did. I for some reason I like associate the back to back with Pusha T, but that was Meek Mill. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, with Meek Mill. Drake
what was
won.
the better diss track? You think a story of added on or back to back?
I think if we're thinking classic, if we're thinking hip hop diss battle songs, I think Pusha T's because like Ether by Nas is still one of the, and then like Eminem's battle, like diss tracks were always fucking brutal, like, and that's how Pusha T's was. When I heard it, I didn't think people still like rapped a bit about mainstream rappers that way. And like when I heard Pusha's, I was like, God damn. And then when he put that cover on it too with Drake, I was like, dude, I was like, this fool. I was like, I haven't seen anything like this since like The Game and 50 Cent, we're going at it,
Oh,
and
dude.
like, yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, the other day, dude, I was this close to buying a GU Not shirt the other day.
Should have, bro.
Yeah. It was like 30
just
bucks
to have it.
It was like 30
just
bucks
to have it.
Yeah, I should have.
Where'd you see that at?
I was gonna have to get it custom made. I was gonna get it for hard.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna get it
Oh, okay. Dude, that would have been funny.
Yeah.
Dude, their shit's dope too. Like
Yeah,
I listen to like G Unit, like and like all of them, like when like in their heyday, and like that shit's dope still, Because every time I'm with Thomas always puts on old 50 Cent, like the Massacre, all that. He'll put on Tony Yayo, and he'll play songs that I'm like, what the fuck? I forgot. Like this shit is actually kind of hard still, like it's dope.
Oh yeah, for sure. Damn.
But Pusha's like was just like it was brutal. So that's why I liked it, But Drake's was fun. And
I loved back to back for whatever reason. It just hits so hard. And he says,
it's a good song.
Yeah, he said, is that your girls tour or your wait?
Oh, is that is that
a world tour or your
girls tour?
That ain't what she meant when she told you to open up for. That was fucking fire, bro. I love that track. But dude, he literally brought into that song was like was the close that like I don't think you can cross the line when it comes to hip hop. I think across from like saying your kid has cancer, he deserve. I don't. I guess that's crossing the line in a way. I don't know, whatever. But that fucking song, sorry, I haven't added on. Like I can't even say it. Like I'm surprised that no street shit came from that because he legitimately like he could like in a sense, you put Drake's child in danger in a way. Maybe Drake didn't want the world to know about his son for safety reasons.
Doubt it. Ashamed. He was ashamed of that boy.
Yeah, that was the best response. Doubt it.
What? Yeah, you can come. Do you want to come back? You can come through. Wait for the people.
Hi, people.
What's up?
Shot. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm good. Go ahead. Yeah, dude. No, I feel Pusha's was mean as fuck.
Yeah, it was good. It was some real shit. He literally compared. He's like, the reason that you're a bad dad is because you had a bad dad. Like that's fucked up. That shit is so cold blooded. Yeah, it's so fucked up.
Yeah, like the reason why you had a bad dad. You got a bad dad.
That's literally what he says. He like brings in a question like your dad was doing this, your mom and that, and then he like starts talking about his son and that why he literally. It's a fucking mind fuck. I saw this breakdown on it the other day. That's why I'm hype on it. Well, yeah,
Drake's dad makes me think of Justin Bieber's dad. Like I remember I took Anthony to see the documentary, and like that boy like was out of the picture until he got super famous.
Yeah,
and then when I saw that happen to Drake, I was like, oh man, poor guys.
At least Britney's dad has been there from the jump. You know what I mean?
Dang. He couldn't get rid of it.
All right, what do you think about Hurricane?
Oh, dude,
beautiful.
That's the one with The Weeknd, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that song's that was one of my favorite songs.
Fucking
I like The Weeknd's part though. That's why, I mean, actually, no, I love Kanye's. I always walk around doing the.
Oh yeah,
everybody's so judgmental.
Yeah,
dude, I love that shit.
There's a lot of great parts. There's a lot of great parts in this album, dude. I think if it was like 12 songs, it would be a classic. It'd be one of his best albums of all time.
I was thinking about that too. I wish like he would have because the amount of songs is cool. Like if you were like it was back in the day and you were still buying going to buy a physical CD and you had 2 albums. You had the CD1, CD2, and like maybe he meant for that, but because it all comes out on streaming now, it's all just one big album.
And like, yeah, I feel the same way. Like, it would have been cool even if you cut it down the middle.
Yeah.
Just even, I mean, obviously I could do that myself, but you know, because it's on the streaming the way it is, that's how it is. But like back in the day, you know, you'd buy an album that was kind of long. Okay, I can listen to disc 1 right now. I can listen to disc 2 later or whatever.
True.
But now it's like, because it's all streaming, it feels a little like when you do long albums. That's why shorter albums work better for streaming, I feel like, because like now when it's physical, it's cool because it could be split up, or even on a record, you could have certain songs on one side, certain songs on another.
Yeah. But
in this way, it's just like a big, especially when it's this long, it almost feels like a big cluster of songs. Although I feel like he did a good job on Donda of making it actually sound like a cohesive album for being so long.
It does kind of like go like flow pretty well.
Yeah, each song kind of almost goes in, and it's like and like I thought there would be a good amount of skips, but to be honest, when I put it on, I don't really skip. I just kind of listen to it, and each song's good. You know?
Yeah, dude, it's like I can see like if there's a point for it to be 27 songs, okay, you know, if there's something to it. But to me, it seems like both him and Drake both wanted to just pad their numbers, because that's all it is. It's just how many songs. They don't care. The album could be 8 songs or it can be 80 songs. It's still an album, and it's still album sales. So it's like, it's just all about how long that listener stays on it. So that they're just padding the numbers, and you can tell, I think, in a way.
Yeah, no, dude, a lot of people do that now. Yeah. I really am not a fan of any artist. I mean, like I said, I guess there is a way to do it, because there are like long Pink Floyd albums, you know, like Animals is kind of I guess it's still like almost an hour. Never mind, it's not that long. I guess just the individual songs are long, but like I don't know, like I think a long album could be cool, like 27 songs. Like I said, if there was a clear, like you said, I guess if there was a reason for it, was split into 2 sides, side A, side B, or whatever. Because dude, I really don't like when artists do that now. Like honestly, it's a little bit of a turnoff for me now when I see an artist that I'm excited for the album, and then I go look and I'm like, there's like 23 songs. I'm like, fuck, like, it's kind of a lot, like, you know? And like, and not that I don't want to listen, and not that it's cool, but it's like, I just want, if it's an album, if it's a bunch of singles, cool. But if it's an album, I want an album that you intended to start here and intended to end here, you know?
Yep.
That's what I want.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Like, even I like I'm looking up Eminem albums. Eminem show is 20 songs, and it's an hour and 17 minutes. It don't feel like that's long, but it doesn't really feel that way at all.
And when you buy Eminem show, though, if I'm correct, I believe it is on 2 CDs, right? Or no? Isn't there CD one? No.
Mm-mm.
Was there a bonus? Maybe there's a bonus.
There could have been I'm sure that there was something like that, but I don't think Eminem show was 2 discs. I could be wrong.
No.
But like that's an example. But also what I think could work well in the nowadays of streaming is what he recently did on his most recent 2 albums. He released a side A year later, dropped a side B. I loved that shit. Like I really liked those 2 albums. Side B even more. Did you ever actually check it out at all? Like legitimately or no?
Bro. I always forget. I need to just listen to it. I fucking forget.
Let me see something. For whatever reason, it's probably the devil's fault, but I have not been able to like remember to tell you about this album. And when I do, sometimes I'm like insecure and I don't want to. But the Marfa tapes, I don't think I've ever even mentioned it to you.
I don't know why that sounds familiar.
I post about it all the fucking time. I just posted about it like a couple days.
Okay.
It's let me pull it up.
Oh wait! That group, right?
With Miranda Lambert, Jack Ingram, and John Randall.
Yes. You did tell me about it, and I always forget. Wait, why did you say the devil?
I don't know. Everything's the devil now in my mind, bro. Just Kanye got me on that point, bro. Lord, I need your arms around me. Wrap your arms around with your mercy.
You're like the mom in Waterboy, whose balls. Martha takes is the devil.
No, bro, I'm telling you, for whatever I almost don't even want to recommend it, because I would rather it come to everybody like, or whoever, like naturally. But it's beautiful the way they were. So basically, it's these 3 really popular country singers. I've heard of Miranda Lambert. I never heard of Jack Ingram or John Randall before I heard this. I just randomly saw it on Spotify and I played it, and I've been addicted to it for like the last few months or whatever. But they basically, in a short version, they went out to like some country like cabin or some shit, and they just made an entire album. And the entire album's recorded with like it sounds good, but it's open, and it's like they're like chatting, and you can tell, you hear the campfire, you hear the wind, like it's all like recorded like like grunge, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. I'm sure you know what I mean. But it's beautiful. The lyrics are amazing. And check it out. Listen to Tin Man, if anything. Anybody listening or you, I'm telling you.
No, you know what? I'll listen to it tonight. That sounds, because I think you told me about it, and I didn't put it on at the time because I think I saw the cover, and I was like, I don't know if that's the mood I'm in right now. You know, like it's sometimes like, 100%. Especially for a first listen, like you got to feel it, otherwise it could turn you off. So tonight, that sounds kind of good,
It's a
especially
nice
after
vibe.
so much, because all I've been listening to hip hop because of Donda, Drake, and fucking Baby Keem. So it's like I haven't really been listening to much else lately.
You'll like it, I hope.
All right, cool. I'll definitely check it out. It's called the Martha. Is that the group name or the album name?
The album name is
Marfa.
the Marfa, Marfa. I guess Marfa is like a city in Texas, I think, or like a town in Texas, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Marfa.
And they went out to Marfa and recorded these songs, and it's like Marfa. Yeah. It's on my Instagram.
I like it.
It's bruh, it's so fucking beautiful. The lyrics, I hope you fuck with it. But
all right, cool. No, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Okay.
I'll definitely listen.
I've
to
not
it.
been that excited about an album since Circles, dude. Like Mac
Miller's Circles.
Yeah.
See, dude, I still regret not like being on him when he was alive. I didn't really get into him until after he died.
Like being on him?
Yeah, exactly. No, I never like listened to him really. Like I don't know why, I just never did. But now that I have, I'm like, he's dope.
Dude, it's such a mind fuck how that happens. Like this one little thing can happen one day and you'll be totally off put to an artist. You know what I mean? Just because you're in a bad mood that day, the wrong person introduces you. We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
It's so weird how that domino.
It's like with movies and shit too,
Yeah.
So I've seen movies that I'm like, it's only happened a couple times where we put it on and we've turned it off because we're like, it sucks. But then another time, like we've forgotten that we had started it and I'll start it again. I'm like, why didn't we like it? Like, this is really good. Like, that's how I felt with Sons of Anarchy when they go to Ireland. I watched the season the first time when they go to Ireland when it was on TV.
Yeah.
And I kind of got really disinterested. I was like, oh, this is the worst season yet. Then I watched it again with Frankie where we just watched it straight through. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I love this fucking season. I'm like, so yeah, dude, it definitely, that does suck, because definitely somebody could listen to something that's so dope and that they would love. But if you listen to it on the wrong day or the wrong time or the wrong person, like said, it's like, it fucks it up.
Yeah. And then it's also
fuck it up forever too.
And then you start wondering, what is opinion? I think I say that on every 2 episodes. Every 2 or 3 episodes I bring up that question. But yeah, it's an interesting topic. But all right. What about Jonah? Who is on Jonah? This one.
Dude, I don't know, actually. I was wondering, Lil Durk is on it. He's the first verse. And then the guy who sings that, the guy who sings the hook is Vory, Vory. I don't know who that is.
Fire. That's another song that reminds me of the performance every time.
Yeah, I love that song too, actually. Beautiful. I really like that. I like Lil Durk's verse too. It's fucking cool where he talks about I lost my brother when we was millionaires. I wasn't scared to die, but that was my biggest fear. Yeah. I guess he's talking about King Von, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, I guess they were real close.
The last few weeks, I have felt so out of touch with hip hop. Like I've been like, God damn. Like,
I don't listen to King Von. Dude, the only reason I'm in touch, the only reason I knew about Keem and shit was because of Paul and like Anthony. Like, otherwise, like I don't know about a lot of this shit either. They're the ones who kind of put me on to a lot of these younger guys, and like some of them are dope now. I used to hate on a lot of it, but now that they're getting even older, like some of the shit they show, I'm like, damn, this shit's fire.
I'm coming around.
Fuck you for knowing about this.
NBA Youngboy got bars. I think it's NBA Youngboy. He got bars.
Yeah, I think I've heard he's really good. Yeah. There's another one too that's like I think another NBA like a I forgot his name. Not NBA, but it's something like that. It's like a letters and then
YNB.
Yeah, YNB. I heard he's good. Like no, YMW Mally. He's dope.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. He's the one who went to jail though. I think for like killing his friend.
I know there's a Namir. These are just things I see on blogs, bro. On Twitter.
Maybe it is NBA Youngboy though. Oh wait, what's his name?
Yeah, NBA Youngboy.
NBA Youngboy. Yeah,
he's got bars. I've heard his shit a bit.
Yeah, maybe it is him. So maybe, yeah. What were we even talking about?
That we're old and we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
And I'm old and forgot what we were talking about. But yeah. Dude, I loved. Oh wait, no. Okay, would be the next song. I love Okay.
The next 3 songs I have no likes. Okay, Junya and Believe What I Say I could have done without.
You don't like Okay Okay? Okay, okay, I'm not okay. I love it.
I do like this song. Oh, I'm gonna like it. I forgot, dude. I don't know what it is. It's just like I'm looking for this album because I want God. I want God's salvation. And then when some of that like I don't know the Bari shit, it's like it's just not as I don't know. It's not memorable for me personally. I guess in that moment.
Bro, put on. After this, I'll listen to Marvin tapes. You listen to Jesus is King again, bro. You're in the mood. You're in like we were just talking about it. You were in the wrong mood before.
Yeah.
You're in the mood, bro. If you want that, bro, that album, besides like one or two songs where he's rapping and they're just like kind of whatever, like the other ones, bro, like Water and fucking God Is. If you listen to those, dude, put on God Is and dude, you'll be on your knees.
All right, I will listen. I'll listen to God Is tonight, and you listen to Tin Man.
All right,
Tin Man. All right, and then
I will.
And then if we fuck with it, we'll listen to the rest of the album, or we'll in time, whatever God says.
Yeah, whatever, bro. Yeah, dude. Yeah, especially just because you're saying that, dude. Like, I swear, 24 and Moon are the two songs that are the most similar to that album. You know?
Yeah.
And but dude, I was excited to hear him rap again though, because I think I was so into Jesus is King that I was excited that it wasn't that, just that. You know, I was excited to hear him back to like fucking bars and shit and like you know, like being kind of real. Like that one, it doesn't feel fake, but it just feels like it's just so overly just packed with it that it's like it's cool, but it's not for me. But I do like the album. I feel like you'd be perfect for it right now. It's time to convert you. Jesus is King, bro. I tell people all the time, and people are always like, nah, that's the one I don't fuck with. So then when everybody said that, I was telling Frankie too. I was like, I better not catch you listening to Donda, because nobody stuck with him.
Damn, Cudi, bro, and Cudi, and nobody else fucks with Cudi's album that you fuck with. What was it?
Oh, Speedy Bullets to Heaven?
Yeah, dude, you've always shouted that and loved that one.
It's amazing.
And now everybody's on Man on the Moon too, thinking it's the best album of this and that, you know. But
yeah, everybody I know. Back then, dude, the prime example of that shit, and it always would piss me off. Is there's I think it was Spin. Yeah, it was actually a couple of magazines. They gave, because the internet terrible, like 3, 4 below. For like people give terrible reviews when it came out. I don't know if you remember. People fucking hated because of the internet. This fool, that dude from Dissect, did a whole season on it, and he was breaking down how like really good the album actually is. And then all of a sudden, dude, literally, I think 2 or 3 different sites went back and rewrote their thing, and they released new things. And they said that they rewrote it. They went back and listened, and they gave it like 8 out of 10s, 9 out of 10s. But it was also after Atlanta was out and everything. And I was like, dude, everybody's just dick writers, bro. Like, it makes you, like you said, what is an opinion? You know, do you like it because you actually like it, or you like it because everybody else likes it? And now it sounds good to you because everybody else likes it, you know?
I think that musically we could most people would say, because opinion is objective, whatever the fuck, you know, we can get in that conversation, but fuck that shit. It's boring. The podcast would be nothing if we kept doing that every time. But it's like, I think that you could say musically, most people would think that Donda is better than CLB. Musically, it's just better. But CLB did like fucking 3 times the numbers. What does that say about, what does that mean?
I think honestly, dude, I don't think this conversation would have happened obviously before the whole Trump thing with Kanye, you know? I think he lost a really good amount of fan base when he did that. And like I don't think, maybe he really didn't give a fuck, but I don't think he understood that like some people really, 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 really hate that fucking guy. So it was kind of unforgivable for them. And like, you know, there's a good amount of the population that are like that. And I feel like he underestimated that. And Drake's been smart enough to never really voice any type of political opinion, which I think is sometimes kind of smart for any artist. Like, because like, to be honest, like, unless you're putting it in bars in a dope way, like, and I don't give a fuck what you have to say about like, you know, everything, you know, like, and I think that's smart. And it's because Drake, I feel like, has this world appeal still. And Kanye definitely is world star, but Drake is like, world, and then it's all hits. That's what Drake releases is hits. Kanye does shit that's not always a hit, but it's super dope. You know?
I think that
Drake's like hits.
I feel like kids run the world. The youth, they run the world, and that's obvious in video games. That's obvious in music and culture, whatever the fuck. The children run the world, but who has the ears of the children is Drake, not Kanye. Kanye's the old man. He's not young and cool like that, really. Like, he's like the respected, like, Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
you're right. He's like
the OG.
He's like just on the cusp of being where he is our artist, you know, he is ours, but like he's on the cusp of falling to where he's more ours than he is the kids, whereas Drake is, like you said, he's very it's because he has them radio hits too, and you said his ears do look like baby ears, you know? He got the kid
there
ears,
you go. That's true.
But,
that's true. And he knows what he knows what people want to hear now. That's why the streams are coming in. That's why the kids driving in their cars, you know, for the first time going out, like they're not thinking about Jonah, you know, or fucking.
And you know now when you're saying that, like the way you said that, like it makes me think, dude, like, because I do think Drake's a really good artist. How exciting would it be if he just decided like his next album is gonna be completely different, no hits, really, just some deep cuts, like some dope shit. Like he could do something like a Kid Cut, like not Kid Cudi, but you know, like he could do something really cool that's not mainstream, and because he's so big, it'll still fucking sell, and it'll be it would be exciting to hear him do something like that, because now he's in this mode where it's just hits, and that's cool, but like you should return back to like, I mean, it's always been like he's always had them radio songs, but I feel like there was a time when I remember before Take Care, he gave an interview and said he had taken 2 years on that album because he doesn't think artists should drop album after album, that they should change from album. And then he did for a while. Like I feel like from there to like Take Care to the Nothing Was the Same, and the other one, like although they were similar, they also had differences. Yeah. And then Views was different. I just didn't like it. And then now I feel like Scorpion and this, like they're in a pattern of just like hits and dope, and like there's some cool hip hop songs, but like there's nothing like he's doing.
There's no evolution
for him.
There's no evolution of his sound. The flow is the same. It's been the same. Even the tone of his voice is the exact same thing.
Yeah, and it's getting old. It's good. Yeah, it's really good, but it's not. Yeah, it's not. I want something exciting. You know, I want him to. Yeah.
What I think is interesting is, like, what's that saying they say? I love high school girls because I get older, but they stay the same age. That's Matthew McConaughey, right?
Yeah, from Dazed and Confused.
It's kind of like that's how Drake is. It's like he's a high school girl, in a sense. You know, in a sense, like his music and his voice and the way everything about it stays. Yeah, it's like it's not evolving with. Yes, he's staying young.
He played. He's in a way, it's almost playing it safe, you know.
Yes,
and especially for him being so big, he can definitely risk playing it.
I can't hear you.
You know, and doing. Oh,
hold on.
What's the last?
It started lagging. Hold on. There we go. I think we're back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you froze and then you went quiet. But Drake
knows his. I was just saying knows his fan base.
Knows his fan base, yeah.
And like, but I feel like he's big enough though that he could take a risk if he wanted to, you know. And like he doesn't, you know. But you know, I don't want to talk shit because I bet you. Because honestly, when I've been listening to CLB more, like I know like. Tomorrow night, if I'm drinking, like I'm probably gonna want to hear 100%. Like Fair Trade or a couple songs. But yeah, like it's just like Kanye's album, like you said, like if I wait, so Drake's album I want to hear the night of the party, and I probably won't play it the next day. Kanye, if I wake up feeling like shit and want to kill myself, I want Kanye to save me. Like I want Kanye's album because it's gonna save my soul in the morning. It made 100%. Me feel like Kanye fucked up. I fucked up.
Yeah,
I walked in his footsteps. You know.
Yeah, I think it's just like it's easy as like just we're changing and evolving, and Drake is staying the same, and that's why there's a bit of a disconnect there. It's really what it is. But he will always have the ear of the children, or for a while.
Yeah,
that's another interesting thing we can go on. Is he's motherfuckers pushing 40?
Yeah, I think, I honestly think Baby Keem is gonna be the next big thing, you know, like maybe in 2 years, but big, like world, like, you know, world star, you know, superstar.
How about Kendrick?
Well, yeah, I dude,
Kendrick
in my opinion, I don't want to speak too soon. I guess we'll wait for the next album, but in my opinion, dude, I do think he is the best rapper that's
I've ever like really listened to. Just like, I mean, although I love Eminem, and Eminem is amazing, and like technically, like technical skill, I think Eminem probably is the best, because like the things he does, like they're fucking crazy, you know. But Kendrick has that, but then he also has a social relevancy at the moment. So when he talks about things, they're relevant. Whereas Eminem's a little older, so he doesn't have like, his is just like fun and like funny, and like some parts are super dope. So that's the only thing he's lacking, because technically I feel like Eminem is still like, he's probably the best he's ever been technically, you know, like
for sure.
Fucking like actually like dissecting a bar, like literally like he rhymes whole lines, you know. It's not even just one word, it's like whole fucking sentences are being rhymed together, and then there's double entendres, and then there's fucking little metaphors and shit here that you don't even catch, and some of them I feel like you don't even catch until like you read it on paper, and then you're like, oh shit, like you see it with what he was doing. I was like, damn, that's wild, I didn't even catch that. So I think Eminem is amazing, but in my opinion, I think Kendrick, after this next album, if it's as great as everything else, I think they should. I mean, also, I don't really believe it matters, but if they're gonna call somebody the greatest, I think it should be him, you know. Of course he doesn't have all the pop hits like Drake and shit, but he puts out Swimming Pools is such a fucking deep song, and yet it was a huge massive hit, and it's deep as fuck, you know. It's not a party song. That's just talking about, you know, the bad shit about alcohol, you know. Just like ADHD, dude. Like that song sounds like you put it on at a party, but he's kind of saying like, bro, like look at what you're doing. You know? I'm like, fuck, dude. Like not many people who can do that, you know.
Yeah, for sure that. Interesting. I'm curious what the next few years are going to be like for Drake and Kanye, like separately, not like them as like their beef or whatever, but just like you said, that would be so exciting to see Drake do fucking some new like interest, like I don't know, like a Take Care kind of shit or something, like I don't know, like I would love to hear that again. Him and the Weeknd fix their bullshit and do something again, like
dude. I wish they would do like a whole like little EP together or something. Like dude, that shit would be amazing, because they go together fucking. Amazing. Like,
every song they have, it's fucking great. Like you know, it's cool to see the Weeknd doing his own thing too. I never thought he was gonna be that big, but he's fucking surpassed all my fucking expectations,
bro. Dude, the Weeknd is amazing. I don't know if you heard the newest song he put out. Have you heard it? It's
I have.
Time of let me see.
I've heard it. I can't even think.
Bro, if you hear it, okay, you got to tell me, because I wasn't 100% sure. I think it's called Take My Breath. Yeah, Take My Breath.
Take My Breath.
Bro, the opening to Take My Breath, because he loves Climax. It is that song from Climax. Right before it goes, like right before, that's just like a sample from it, dude, right? When I heard it.
No.
And then play, dude, okay, play that one more time, and then play the song from Climax. Supernature right after. All right, now play Supernature.
It sounds, okay.
Bro, obviously it's not. They've obviously done something to it, but I feel like it's a sample from
Supernature? Instrumental.
Yeah, Supernature.
Oh, shit, I gotta look into that. Oh, bro, my God. Right? That's so cool.
I heard it. Because I've heard it a couple times, and the other day because every time I was like, this sounds like something, and then it hit me. I was like, oh shit! And then I remember reading the interview where he talked about how much he liked Climax. You know,
really?
I wonder.
Oh, yes,
dude. Dude, The Weeknd is like, he's super like. That's why his videos are that way. He's like super into horror, but weird horror. So like he watches like a lot of foreign films. Like he has cool taste. Like he's interesting. That's why I like him too. I'm like, he seems like a dope guy. You know?
Yeah.
But dude, don't they sound similar, bro? I was like, dude, if this is like, oh man, let me see. I'm gonna
find that shit out for sure.
But
hell yeah, dude. See. I'll take your time. Take your time. I'll pull up the track list right now. I'll try to. I guess we'll go through the rest of them real quick.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, 24, amazing. We already went into that. What do you think about remote control? Quick, if you want.
Oh, bro,
you like it? Yeah,
I got it on remote control.
I didn't like it until earlier today. I was listening in the car and I was like, oh, let me like it. Oh shit, I didn't mean to play it. But yeah, I like remote control now. Moon, best song I've heard in dude, Moon. It made me cry the first time I heard it.
That's the one with Cudi, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
and Don Toliver on the hook. I think that's Don Toliver, I believe.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah,
Dude, I like Don Toliver. I kind of like him. I've heard him on. I've never really actually listened to any of his songs, but I've heard him on songs, and he's pretty dope every time.
Yeah, there was one album he put out that I listened to a lot. I forget which one it was, but yeah. I hate that.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, Don Toliver.
I don't know how I don't know how I didn't realize this. This is one of the songs you said you didn't like. The Believe What I Say, bro.
Wait,
that's one of my. Bro, that Lauryn Hill sample was crazy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I do like the song, but I felt like it did not belong in the album. And
yeah, it sounds like it could have been from the college dropout, like around back then, because the don't let the lifestyle drag you down, or like 808 and Heartbreak sounds like right around that time. Like that's why I like the song a lot. And then do that sample, because dude,
it's dope.
Have you ever? I mean, I know everybody knows it and shit, but have you ever really gotten into that Lauryn Hill album?
Never.
Her only album?
Nah.
Dude, I never did until we saw her, and then Frankie was really into it. Bro, that album, because it's her only album, and then she stopped doing music because she had her child and she wanted to focus on him, which is super dope. Okay. And but dude, that one album is fucking amazing, bro. You should listen to beginning to end. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Okay. It's her only album. I mean, she has an album with the Fugees, but it's her only solo album, and it's fucking beginning to end is amazing. And you'll know a good amount of the songs because I forgot. I was like, damn, like all these songs were huge, but the album is it's amazing. But dude, that sample, that's why I like this song too. That sample is crazy.
Yeah, it sounds to me like just some DJ remix the song and put a Kanye verse.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like the way it sounds.
Yeah, it's dope. It's cool. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I'll play it at a party one day. If I ever go to a party again.
And then, dude, so Moon is amazing, dude. I love Heaven and Hell.
I do like Heaven and Hell. I do like it.
I love when it breaks down the don't call police. Dun, dun, dun,
oh my god, that's another one that sounds like Jesus.
Devil. Yeah, shit's dope. This shit that make devils pray. He says devils pray now. And then, dude, when it breaks up, it's just the beat sounds like it falls on acid. It would bring me to life. Like,
dude. The whole it's like even that songs that I don't really fuck with or whatever. Like if I hear them live, it's I'm breaking something. Like it's fucking
I'm breaking something.
Yeah, for sure. At the festival, I'm fucking finding something to break. Wait, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking festival, dude. I was really hoping, since Frank Ocean's not gonna be there, and I love Travis Scott, but I was really hoping they would be dope and just do fucking, because it's supposed to be Rage no matter what. They're on it already. Rage Against the Machine.
Yes, them, huh?
Yeah, and then I was hoping they just replace Travis, and the dopest thing they could do right now, just because it's all so exciting, would do fucking Rage, Kanye one night, but I doubt they'll do Kanye. But if they don't do Kanye, they should fucking do Kendrick, because Kendrick's dropping soon, super soon. They've been saying he's dropping this year too, and he registered a bunch of songs. And also, Frank Ocean just I heard he's shopping around his album right now too. But I know we have to wait. But dude, I would love if they bring Kendrick again, because dude, were you there for Kendrick's last or no?
Yeah, I think I saw it on a different weekend than you though.
Oh yeah, dude, that shit was like, honestly, one of the best Coachella, just because he knew where. I like when artists realize, like when we saw Kanye when he was there, he knew where he was, and he fucking put on a show. Dude, I can't believe we saw that still.
That changed my life. I was thinking about that recently. That changed
honestly
my life.
Still one of the best performances I've ever seen.
Yeah, dude, we were like little newbies. We didn't know where we were, what we were about to expect. Yeah, Pete, I literally was gonna say that. But this is what we had no idea what we were expecting. We were drinking warm Bud Lights, like. We had no idea what we got ourselves into, and we were close. That was wild. That was epic. That was peak Kanye too.
And it was free as fuck. Actually, we got paid for that weekend, Sure. So fuck. And we saw Arcade Fire, dude, who was like right on the cusp of getting huge then. Like I think they were just started getting big then. So I was like, damn, that's cool. They headlined, so they were obviously big, but that was like at their peak, when we saw them.
Was it Black Keys who also was headlining? I think that year, or did we only see?
No, we saw him, and then we saw Boys Noise.
I remember that.
And then we saw some of the Chemical Brothers. Remember, they were the ones that were on that stage, and their shit looked crazy. It had like robots on the screen or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. And then we saw Arcade Fire.
We might have actually.
I've seen Black Keys.
Black Keys were there the next year though.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, the Black Keys were there for the year when the first year that I actually attended when you worked and you came. I think you did see them with us.
Yeah, for sure.
Remember, it rained during them too. That was the only set it ever.
Remember that.
Dude, that was the only year it's ever rained like that at Coachella. That's so crazy.
I think it rained for Radiohead. No,
I don't think so, bro. Oh, well, that was the same weekend. It did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was a crazy.
It's the windy
that was,
one. That's when
that was that weekend, dude. It rained, dude. It was. I remember it was actually cold. Yeah, I didn't bring any. I had to wear that girl Sam sweatshirt because I didn't have cold clothes. I had read it was gonna be hot, and then it was so weird. I would love if that happened again, though. That would be amazing. That was dope.
Fuck yeah, that was great, dude. What do they call it? They called it Windchella. That's what the people on the Reddit call it. No, not so far. No, so far it looks good. So far, I marked it though, so we'll cut all that out. But
okay. Where were we?
Let's see. Let's just maybe try to let's see. I like Keep My Spirit Alive.
Keep my spirit alive.
Beautiful. I love Jesus.
Dude, Jesus Lord is dope too.
I sent that to my dad.
Jesus. I sent that to my dad.
Dude, wait, what is it New Again?
Oh,
yeah, New Again with Chris Brown. Go ahead. What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say I really like though Keep My Spirit Alive because I really like West Side Gun's verse and Conway's verse is dope too. Okay. Like they're really dope verses. But bro, New Again is one of my favorite sones. That opening line is classic. Like that's like an example of classic Kanye. Yes. I hit you with a H-E-Y.
It's like
oh wait, yeah. I messed it up.
Yeah. But it's like I like corny Kanye can be epic classic Kanye when he does it right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, think about fucking Father Stretch My Hands if I get bleach from my t-shirt.
Oh my god.
Dude, that and when I've seen him do that live, everybody in the fucking stadium goes wild rapping that shit. You know? That's true. It's like he can pull it off. But that makes me think of what you said about Eminem, man. He really does get a lot of flack when a lot of people do that, and it's dope when other people do that, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Eminem is just like, I think he's always been like this guy who's like pushed against the system so hard that I don't know, I don't know, whatever, who knows? Television
pushes on him.
Yeah.
Honestly, I
this is the Pop Smoke shit, huh? Yeah.
I do like some of the Pop Smoke songs I've heard from like Paul and them, but that song on Kanye's isn't really my favorite.
No, it's the big blue balls. That's all it is, blue balls.
Yeah, I remember you saying it is blue balls.
Lord, I need you, bro. This.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that sound, the way you wrap your arms around with Yo Mercy, though, that's like the delivery of that, like, is just him saying those words. It's just like. Bro, it just makes my heart just melt. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, I love that fucking song.
This is the one too where he says best collab since Taco Bell and KFC.
This whole song is about the God, but he's talking about Kim. It's like, Jesus Christ, I think, is Kim God?
Yeah, dude, it's cool the way I really like how he kind of integrated Kim into the album at parts. Like they're really dope. Like without being like, it's not like overly, it's not like too much or like, I don't know. I remember when Robin Thicke put out his album apologizing to his wife. You know, like nobody wanted to hear that shit. No, I didn't listen to it because nobody wanted to hear that shit. Yeah. But I'm saying like when Kanye talks about like it came on here. I mean, he does talk really good about her for the most part. But there's that one song, and I think we passed it already, but where he says, and I asked what the truth was, but the truth is that the truth hurts. Yeah. Or no, I asked Kim, what do you love? But the truth was that the truth hurt or something like that. And I was like, it's a dope art. Like, I like it.
Divorce Kanye, it makes better music, bruh.
Mm-hmm. Divorce Kanye. But he married her during the thing, right? Or some shit.
Did they get married? That part?
They made it look like it, you know?
Yeah. Dude, the album made me fall in love with Kim. Just,
Yeah. It made me like her more too.
Yeah.
Like, okay. It's like, I see. I get it.
Pure Souls. We got 3 more. I guess might as well. Or 4 few more.
Fuck it.
Yeah. We didn't do this for CLB. I kind of feel bad. But.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe we should stop.
Yeah. We only got 3 more. We might as well finish. Pure Souls is a good one. What's after that? Come to Life.
Yeah, Pure Souls is cool. Not one of my favorites, but I do like it. Come to Life's good.
Good.
but No Child Left Behind is really, really good.
What a way to
It's a
end
really
it,
good end song.
Yeah.
Although I kind of like the idea though of, I mean, because I know there's all these part twos, but I kind of like the idea of if it would have ended at Jail Part 2, like because like
that'd be
Jail
cool.
Jail Part 1 opens up with this amazing song that has this really good verse by Jay-Z that I would say is like in a way hopeful and to the theme of the album, and then Jail Part 2 is that exact same song, but in kind of a different vein and like in a different direction, in a darker direction, and like especially if this is like, I mean, it's for his mom, so I guess that wouldn't make sense to end
Maybe
it
the
that way,
opposite.
but yeah, maybe the opposite, starting with that and then ending with that, because Jay-Z the way he raps in that song, I mean, he's never been my favorite. I do like him, but he's never been my favorite. But the way he raps and like his bars, like when I hear it, and especially on the song, it almost feels like Kanye got Jesus to spit a verse, you know, and like Jay-Z's verse is like what Jesus would have wrote, you know, like bar for bar, you know.
Bro, what bars does Jesus got? Oh my God, I'm about to write a whole song as Jesus.
Yeah,
oh
bro, that's what it
fire.
kind of, dude. I like Jay-Z's verse a lot, and dude, I love when he says, "Stop all that red cat, we going home."
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was like, dude, that's dope. Like, it's funny. I bet you, like, I wish I was in the studio when Kanye heard that, because I bet you probably laughed, you know, because he's obviously talking about the Trump act.
Yeah.
You know, it made me think of like when Eminem said about like, oh, Mr. NWA, Mr. AK, and Dre
true.
was like, it just made him crack
That's
up.
true.
I was like, it was probably like that, you know?
Dude, I love how he starts off the verse by saying "Donda, I'm with your baby." Like that right there is beautiful. Like that just lays the groundwork. Like that's
what I'm saying is this is Jesus bars,
yeah,
bro.
straight up.
He understood what song he was on, you know?
For sure. Beautiful.
But I do feel bad we didn't do that for CLB, but you know what?
We would have been like that the whole time. The way that we went through a few of the Kanye songs, the whole time we'd be like, it was all right. It was all right, you know?
Yeah, that's
what we
that's how it would have been.
Yeah.
Dude,
I guess, is long as fuck, dude. This is the longest podcast we've ever done. I love it. I didn't even notice. How long have we gone? 2 hours?
Well, I don't know.
Almost 2 hours?
Yeah, it must be. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
like
man. Fuck yes.
Hell yeah.
That went by quick, too.
Uncut and unedited with all the pauses.
But
no, there was, but yeah, I guess it, you know, if I'm gonna pick one, not that we're saying we're picking one, but I'm gonna pick one, it's gonna be Kanye, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I feel a little biased though. Like, I feel like, honestly, you told me in the text, and like Frankie would agree, like I have a Kanye bias. Like I was pre-programmed to love this album before it came out, you know? Like, I just like Kanye. I don't know.
But you also kind of told me that I was kind of the opposite, and then look what happened, you know? Like I kind of expected to to listen to CLB more going forward.
Yeah, I remember you were telling me. Yeah.
I feel like
I did see on Twitter, dude, somebody put a poll up, and like it was like you said, like Drake obviously has a lot more listens, but like when it went song for song, they were putting like the first song versus the first song. Like because I answered them all, and I think like almost all of them, besides like 2 or 3, Kanye was like more percentage versus like the song for song was better, you know? Which I think it is, like song for song, it is.
Dude,
you know?
I saw a poll that academics did. It was a DONDA chant versus champagne poetry, and I don't know if it's just to troll him or what, but they fucking
everybody voted
DONDA. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, but this was a good one.
Hell yeah, bro! You're frozen right now.
Am I lagging? I was gonna say I'm lagging again. Aren't I?
Yeah. I can still hear you.
I can tell because I said it, and then I was like, "Why didn't he respond?"
No, I think we said everything, bro. I think we did good. I think we did. This is good.
Yeah. So everybody, you know, subscribe to the podcast.
What's next?
Follow us on Instagram.
Any ideas?
No,
but
ideas. I'll text you about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Hell yeah, man.
Listen to that song too that I told you about.
I will. Don't forget.
I'll listen to yours, Tin Man.
God is right.
Yeah, God is, bro. You're in the mood for it. You're right for Kanye right now, bro.
Dude, if I go to your house if I show up at your house with a Bible in a few days, it's your fault, bro. Okay, just letting you know.
Bro, I'll sit and spit scripture with you. We'll read some stories.
All right, bro.
But for sure, man.
Yeah, I'll hit you up. I'll text you.
All right, for sure. Have a good night, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, later.